and Footy Therapy Pod, hosted and featuring. All right. We got this. We say this every single time. We've said
like
it
once a week, every week.
We've said it 100 and something times.
That's insane.
Riley comes in. Angel City on the board.
Corner kick presented by Cedar Sinai. Shifty work into the box. And across. It's in. Oh, it's Leroux. It's a dream return.
Welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City match preview and footy therapy pod featuring two certified podcast footy therapists. I'm your host, Mario Salazar, with my newly hair straightened, blown out. She got the blowout tonight.
I washed my hair, guys. That's it.
I will say, 2 episodes in a row, you got your hair down. Like
I know. It's because I was like, I'm going to wash my hair today.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I was like, oh, I will be half an hour late. I need to blow dry my hair and do things to my skin.
I mean, was I sitting here watching sushi TikToks to pass the time? Yeah.
There's worse things.
All right. Well, everyone, this is our match preview episode for our match on Saturday, September the 13th versus the North Carolina Courage. We're going to be at First Horizon Stadium. This is, we have at least one every season. This is going to be our brunch match because it's at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's a 12:30 kickoff back east, so it's breakfast, y'all.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be streaming on CBS and Paramount Plus. It's also going to be on iHeartRadio, which is the way I listened to the last game. Listen to Isaac and Tracy. iHeartRadio app, just download it. There's a big old Angel City button there. Just look for Angel City. You'll see the logo, and basically that's it. If you listen to it on off hours, it's just a repeat of the last game. So it's amazing.
It's great.
And again, like we were saying, it's the brunch match. So find yourself a place if you want to go watch it that opens up that early. Yeah. And one of those places will be Watch Me in Long Beach. They will be open at, I believe, 8:30 for a rugby.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because it's Rugby Worlds.
Yeah. So rugby will be on the TV screens. They'll be open. And the match starts at 9:30. So go out there, hit the mimosas, hit the breakfast menu, all of that good stuff.
Untamed Spirits also opens that early. I'm getting them pulled up in the background because I know they have brunch.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So find yourself a brunch place that will be streaming the game on CBS. And if they're not streaming the game, tell them, look, it's on CBS. Stream the damn game.
But it's channel 2, guys. Yeah. It's not like it's hard.
So with all of that, I don't know where I was going with that one.
During the second half, I'm going to be getting a new tattoo. What? Very pumped. So a couple months back in June, I donated money to a legal fund like a fundraiser for legal funds. And the tattoo shop that was organizing it was giving away 4 $500 tattoo credits. And each ticket was only $5. So I was like, $25? We'll see. I probably won't win, but who cares? I know, like, the money is helping people.
Yeah. Going for a good cause.
Like 2 days later, or like whenever it closed, it felt like 2 days. It was probably like a week. But they're like, Angela, you won. I said, excuse me? Excuse me, what? So I'm very excited. I haven't seen the design yet. I'm going in a little blind.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
that's interesting.
I gave her the ideas and I said, I trust you. I'm the canvas with an idea. You're the artist. And she was like, I love you. So very excited. Just a reminder, tip your tattooist very well. Because they just stabbed you a bunch of times. Whether you are getting a free tattoo or paying for it, tip them well.
And it's permanent. So tip them well.
Yeah. Because no regrets.
Yeah. No regrets.
No regrets. All right, you guys, just a reminder, the next home match on September 18th is Hello Kitty night. So there is a special ticket pack you can buy. If you're a season ticket holder, you can buy the little add-on thingamajiggy in the account manager. So, and they're giving away a keychain. Well, not giving away. You're purchasing a keychain. You can do that. Don't say we didn't tell you about it, because we did.
Yeah.
Do it now if it's not already sold out, because it probably will sell out.
Telling you beforehand now. We're not telling you like the episode of the match. Letting you know now if you haven't gotten it, or
if you are a Sanrio stan and you are a Hello Kitty fan. I love Sanrio, but I'm like a Keroppi Batsmaru side of things.
So we went, little side story. We went to the Lego store this weekend because there was every month there's a free Lego build at the Lego store. So we went to the free Lego build this weekend, which was it was the release weekend for Harry Potter, like a whole new Harry Potter set of everything. So they were doing the butterbeer cart.
Oh, cool.
It was like a little cart with some wheels on it and like 2 little butterbeers on there. It was really cute. We got those. But while we were waiting in line, because whenever it's one of the branded free builds, the line gets stupid.
Yeah.
Like the Star Wars one was insane. To the point where they actually have to hand out like little tickets to be like, if you didn't get a ticket, sorry, like we don't have enough.
We ran out.
Yeah, we ran out. And like they'll run out of the tickets before they even start.
Yeah.
You know? So me doing dad duty, I'm like standing in line, holding the kid's backpack of like, you know, stuff. And then the kids and Jen go off into the Sanrio store and spend a long ass time in there.
Okay. Tell me about that.
Everybody got stuff. I think Ever got he might have gotten a pencil. Maddie got a little notebook and a couple of like bookmarks, and then Jen ended up getting a lead pencil and a new little like notepad, like just stationary basically.
Sanrio lead pencils hit different. They hit different, and you can't tell me otherwise. One year, this is again a total tangent. One year, my mom told me I could get all my school supplies from the Sanrio store. I could have cried. I got pens, pencils, notebooks, cool paper. I then went into the paralysis of like, I can't use this. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to do. Finally, she was like, are you going to use this? What did you buy this for if you're not going to use it? And I was like, it's so pretty.
It's to look at.
Yeah, I just love it. Look at this rainbow paper. Look at this cloud. And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Hello Kitty as much as the next person. I bought the Hello Kitty blanket from 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. That blanket stays in the car. So it's a
car blanket.
It's the kids' blanket. Whenever we're out late or anything like that, they have the Hello Kitty blanket in the car. Just not excited for a keychain. The keychain's really cute.
It's cute. I collect keychains, but I'm also now a little bit more
selective.
That's the good word.
Yeah.
But yeah. So don't say we didn't tell you. We then went on a tangent. Let us know in the DMs in the Discord who's your favorite Sanrio character. Let's talk about it. And then, so fun fact, after the last home game, one of our listeners, Joe, in the Discord, shared a fantastic picture that Mario and I had not seen on the far side from us, the stadium. In section 208, there's a banner.
I had to pull up a map and be like, what section is this?
Yeah, it's like 208, 209, like the corner directly across from where Mario and I are, essentially. There's a banner of the Sunburn supporter section, which is fucking great. So thank you for being those people. Thank you for suffering. We appreciate you. We love you.
Thank you for making a banner.
Yeah, this is wonderful. So if you are part of the triple S in that side of town, because it feels like 100 light years away, hit us up. Let us know, because that's dope. You guys are so cool. But yeah, aside from that, I just want to make sure everybody knows and everyone saw Savvy King graduated from cardiac physical therapy.
Yeah.
Which is also fucking great. Like, it's just so good. Like, the Cedars cardiac team, who Mario knows well, like, good people. Like,
yeah, I kind of half thought that I was like, oh, I might one day run into Savvy, since I have to go back and I have to not necessarily do the cardiac stuff over there, but like also pulmonary stuff. But I still haven't made my appointment yet, and now she's done. So I'm like, good for her though. I'm so glad. So glad. It's been a couple months now, right? That since the incident, and I mean,
since like Mother's Day.
Yeah. And so it's so glad that she's off of that. Like the one thing I keep telling people when they're checking in on me and they're like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, I'm feeling good. And this is kind of like Savvy's probably mindset too. It's like, I will feel 100% when I am back doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Right. And for me, it's not like I was running every single day, but like that was my own mental, like, oh, I can take a break and I can go for a run. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't a big deal. Right now, I'm scared as shit to do that because I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen.
You're like, I will go for a walk that's brisk.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen if I push that hard. And I'm like, I'd rather feel better if there was a medical professional that knew that I was about to go on a run that was strenuous and possibly lead to something. But yeah, I'm so excited the doctors there are great. Everybody was behind her 100%. The fans were behind her. Like every time she was shown on screen in the stadium. And honestly, that's just another check mark off on like the road back. And, I think that kind of starts opening her up to being able to keep her recovery going with the team and the team physicians and things like that. So
it's like it's the next transition of like, okay, you're out of the hospital. Now you're out of the like constant checkups. Now, it's like the every 2 months became every 4 months, and now it's every 6 months. It's that kind of thing. It's that gradual tiered recovery.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just so happy that she's progressing and she can be young again.
Yeah,
like
we're not seeing her this year, so nobody ever think that's going to happen. But she's been out of in season shape for the last couple of months. It's going to take time, not only to even like it's going to take time for her to even recover more about like just being on her own and not being with the doctors.
Yeah.
But two, just getting up to speed for like a season kind of fitness level. Like that's just not going to happen within any type of
and nor
time
should
period
anybody.
here.
I don't think. Thankfully, no. I think at this point everybody's like, I don't think so. Like, yeah, no shit. But
yeah,
good job, guys. We got here. So Chaos Award of the week. It is time. This one was kind of weird. There were two big upsets. Both deserved the Chaos Award. So did the lightning delay in North Carolina versus Utah this weekend. So I don't know if you know, if lightning strikes within 8 miles of a stadium, everything has to stop for a minimum of half an hour. And then if lightning strikes again within an 8 mile radius, or I think it's within an 8 mile radius of the stadium, there's another half hour added onto that. Which, good.
I mean, you don't need a bunch of lightning rods running out.
Right. No, thanks. But yeah, it was a lot during the North Carolina game. It was also pouring, like just buckets of rain. And then the lightning delay. And here's the thing. I think there needs to be better like clock management when it comes to delays. There was like 4 minutes left in the first half when the first delay was called. So then once they came back, I think it was like 45 minutes later, because all the warm-ups and everything, they played for 5 minutes. Halftime. Yeah. What was that for? Just skip it, and when you come back out, you just play the second half.
Yeah. At that point, just call it a wash. Like
the first half is over. A literal wash because they're just soaked to the bone.
Yeah.
In rain. Even the referees were like cracking up, like, toot, it's over. Like, like go in the locker rooms, please.
What would your threshold be?
Of what?
Of like if there's been a delay and you're within a certain amount to the end of the period of the half or the game.
I would say within 5 minutes.
Within 5? Okay.
Because like sure, there's probably stoppage time, but like at that point, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
If there's lightning, just call the first half over. Obviously, if we're like 10 minutes in, that's different. But when there's like you're at the death of the half, let it die.
Yeah.
Take the players inside so they don't die. Bring the people up to the concourse so they're covered and they don't die. And then let the clock die out.
Yeah. There's
it's
been
outdoor sport. Like, that should be built into the rules.
There's been one match at BMO where there was rain. And I remember it because my brother and I were there, had no reason to look at the weather, so did not expect rain whatsoever. It felt warm, so I believe I was like in shorts and stuff, but like our seats are towards the front. Yep. And so the rain came and it was just like, oh, damn it. And it was one of the late season ones because they were playing Dodgers playoffs.
Yeah.
On the big screen because the delay was so long.
But yeah, the delay was wild. The game was fine. Like, it was a decent game, but it was just wild. And then while that's going on, Chicago and Orlando had not played, or they were playing later. They're playing later. And then even I had left, I think, like we were going somewhere. And then all of a sudden I was like, Chicago's up. She said, what? And I said, I keep, like, in the Discord, that we're in like 3 different Discords. Everybody's chirping about Chicago. And I was like, what the heck? And I was like, they're up 3-1. She was like, what? I was like, 3-2. And she was like, what? Like, it was just like, what the heck? And then I was like, they won 5-2. It was just like, they made up their whole goal differential, it feels like. Because then Houston did against San Diego, which San Diego, I never want you to win. But on Alex Morgan jersey retirement night, you blanked out. Dang.
Yeah, I think I think as soon as that game happened, I posted up both because that bumped us down in the standings. Their win, and I was like, that
because they made up goal differential.
That was not on the bingo card.
No.
So yeah, so I mean, those two scores, we have Houston winning 3-0. So,
on Alex Morgan jersey retirement night.
Roundabout scores, here we go. Houston 3-0 over San Diego. And then in the Chicago-Orlando, we just had 5-2. And then we go 2-1 Portland over Louisville. North Carolina and Utah tied 1-1. Bay lost to Kansas City because, of course, Kansas City.
And honestly, those 2 games, the way the weekend started with the North Carolina game and the Bay FC game, I was pumped. Oh, cool. We're okay standings wise. We're good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that the Portland Louisville game was the game we needed to go the way we needed it to go in order for us to be like, ooh, thank you very much. Let me go up the ladder. And that didn't happen. No. Washington beat Seattle 2-0, and then we lost 3-1. So let's quickly talk about what happened there. Our last match was in New Jersey against Gotham FC. We lost 3-1. We were riding high. Again, I was at the Lego event. I was at a bunch of other stuff with the family, so I didn't get to watch the first half.
In the car on the way to the Sparks game, at the Sparks game, during the Sparks game.
So
and in the last 5 minutes, I said, screw this shit, and I turned it off.
I messaged Angela because it's right about the time, and like we were in a group chat. We were like talking real quick, and I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna keep my eye on the Discord for updates, but let me know if anything happens. And then I was still in line, and then I look at my phone again, and it's like, we scored, and I was just like, holy crap, did the game even start?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah,
because I thought that was like warm-ups, because I had looked away, like Eva and I were talking, and my mom so Eva and I are both streaming the game in the car on our respective phones. Eva's in the back seat, I'm in the front seat, my mom's driving, and my mom has the iHeartRadio stream. But the thing was, Eva and I were at the same time mark, and with the radio delay, she was like 45 seconds to a minute behind us.
Yeah.
I see the goal, and we're both just like, I felt the whole car like, I can't say anything.
You don't want to
like,
ruin it.
you know, Sveindís goes down. This like they're building up, and I'm like, oh my god, like this forever. Finally gets there. We're like, woo, in the car, and then we get to the game. I see the subs, and I'm like, damn it, because Rose and Midge came in, and that's when I just said, okay, this is gonna be difficult. And then Gabby Portillo scored. Dang Brazilians. And then Rose. And then we let Jaylen Howell cook for about 20 minutes with the ball, it felt like, and then she scored.
Yeah. I pulled in our script, and I'll put it on the screen too, the momentum chart from FOTMob. It's a very lopsided one. This is not a possession chart. This is a momentum thing, which I'm
vibes.
Like, I like to imagine someone watching the game with like a little slider going,
yeah.
But yeah, so I got home in time to watch the second half, or basically the second half of the second half. I was listening to the second half as we got into the car, and then 1, 2, I was just like, oh god, oh geez. Yeah, so the bits that I saw, again, like I said, a lot of this was on the radio when I was listening to it. The bits that I did see when I was watching the game, we kind of reverted back a little bit to these like disconnected passes, like it almost felt like the pressure that Gotham was putting on was too much, and all we could do, all anybody reverted back to was clear the ball. Mm-hmm. And there many of those ball clearings, you can clearly see that they were trying to do something. There was a player somewhere in that vicinity. It just kind of completely missed the mark.
Yeah, Gotham was incredibly disruptive to any momentum. Like, we would start to build, and then it was like, nope. And or like intercepted, or, you know, a pass is deflected, and it is deflected off of us out of bounds, and now it's Gotham ball. Like, it felt very like wash, rinse, repeat of just, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah. This was the match that we were saying would have been our first 3-win streak.
Yeah.
That did not happen, so that record still hasn't been broken.
And it's always against Gotham.
They have always been the disruptor in our advancing in anything. Mm-hmm. They kicked us out of the Summer Cup that we don't care about, but we cared about for a little bit. They kicked us. They beat us in times. Did we also lose to them in the playoffs? Did we play?
No, we played Seattle.
Oh, we played. Okay. Either way, we haven't won against them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we went through some feelings. This one was very much a like, look, just feel your feels. That was the prompt. It was very much like, look, we were riding on a high, and there was 2 games in a row that we were like, things are working out. I know a lot of people were reverting back to like, oh, this was a hectic week. The news about Alyssa and all. I totally get it, and that's totally valid. And the win last week could have been the kind of like, you know, sometimes you get the new coach bounce when like you get the new coaches in. It would have been like the bounce of like, look, we're better than this, and like, so I don't doubt that had some effect to what happened, but I still think there was just Gotham just had our number.
Gotham is really good.
Yeah,
like they're an upper echelon team in the league, and they have been since they won the championship a couple of seasons ago. They had a tumultuous start to the season. They also had a shit ton of injuries, and now all those players are healthy again. Rose, Midge, especially. Like, in the Discord, people are like, I have no idea what happened. I was like, Rose effing Lavelle is what happened. Do not forget who that super pale girl really is at heart. She is one of the best midfielders in the world, and there's reason for that. Yeah. There's a reason why when she comes in or she starts a national team game, your heart skips a little bit because it's like, like she's on our team. We don't have to worry about her. It's fine. But like Rose is that girl. But when we put it up in the Discord, when we put it up on Instagram, like feel the feels, what's going on? Everyone, the consensus generally was that we got outcoached and outplayed in the second half, which I don't disagree. I think we had a decent amount of subs, but not in the positions we needed them in. And then someone mentioned, I think it was Joel in the Discord, said in the post-game presser, Strauss said that Giselle went out at halftime due to illness. So that throws everything off as well.
Yeah.
Making a sub where you don't expect to make it messes things up. So who knows? But Vero said the loss meant a lot in the standings. Part of that honestly is everything going on this week. It's hard to lose a player, and we've lost 4 players in 2 weeks, something like that, 3 weeks. Yeah. Like there's a lot of shit that's going down. And that's really difficult to kind of manage mentally and just stay locked in, because no matter how hard you try, those are your friends. Like those are people, those are your coworkers, and everybody knows how much it sucks when like your favorite coworker leaves. And if they leave before you, yeah. Yeah. But I think the next 2 games, and Cassandra brought this up as well, the next 2 games are going to be like, that's what's going to be what sets the tone. Are we bouncing back or are we sliding further? And what does that mean? Because a 2-game streak in soccer is a lot. It's not like baseball where you're playing a series of 4 games with a team and you drop 2, like whatever. But 2 games is a lot. That's 2 weeks worth of soccer. So
and especially right now, we're down to 7 games left.
Yeah. Like it's a big deal. But I think overall, like, our depth was a little wonky. We got outplayed in the second half. But when you start younger or people who don't get as many minutes in the first half, and then you sub in Rose Lavelle, fine. Like, I guess. But unfortunately, it did look like a little vintage Angel City. And I just hope. Your girl's hoping we don't fall back into that. I don't think we will, but we'll see.
Another part of a lot of these comments that were coming in were just kind of talking about our depth, right? I mean, we've 4 players leaving, a couple players still injured. I think Elizabeth Eddy is off the list now.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody floating around.
Yeah, but either way, we're still in a very kind of thin backup world. So a lot of the comments kind of came in with that in mind. And I think we'll just wrap this up with our resident haiku expert. He said hard to haiku with the feels on this one, but here we go. What a start to a game. The worst thing in sports is hope. We looked like tired bats.
And then he went to say, I forgot that Gotham was bats. It's like, thanks, Ethan.
Yeah. So it's about that time of where we're in
Primo's in town.
Permutation Primo territory. We dropped down to 10th place again because Houston beating San Diego and making up their
entire goal
differential was not on our card, so they jumped us. They have moved into 9th place. We're in 10th. We did have the opportunity to go to 7th with just the win, and it makes it sound like it's like easy, but either way, it was. I'm saying just a win because the other things that needed to happen fell in place. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, Permutation Primo's calculations here. The results that we can get this weekend, we can stay in 10th place with a draw, and if the dash win or draw. We can also stay in 10th. I don't really want to think about it this way, but we can also still stay in 10th place with a loss if the Dash lose by at least 4, which I mean, we're grasping at straws here.
Yeah.
We can move back into 9th place with a win, a draw in the Racing and Rain match, or a racing win. And then an ACFC draw with a Dash loss and a draw in that racing rain match or racing win will move us into the 9th place. With the racing, that's really hard to say, racing rain.
Racing rain.
The racing rain draw result keeps us in within 2 points. So this is where we start doing funny math about all of this.
Mm-hmm. This is where you lose me halfway through.
If they so there's a world where like maybe a draw and keeping us in 9th place is a good thing because we keep the table tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And if with a draw in the Racing Rain match, it keeps us within 2 points of 7th and 8th place. With a win, it keeps us within a point of only 8th place. And then, we have to win like 2 more to get to 7th. So
right.
We move to 8th place with a win, a Dash draw or loss, and Racing has to lose.
I want that. That's where, that's it. That's all I want. I don't want to know what happens if we lose because we're not going to. I want that.
So our Powerball combo that we need this week is going to be a draw or loss by the Dash and Racing to lose.
Yes, that's what we want. Along with the Angel City win.
Yes. Yeah. That'll move us up into 8th place and kind of get us into that sweet spot of barely making it into the playoffs with 6 more games left after that. But that just puts us in a position to keep climbing. So that's what we're looking for.
Yay.
All right, so let's talk about how we're going to get this win.
Oh, my God. Okay, so I was putting my microphone down thinking, like, I'll be fine. No, I need something to hold on to because you got to hold on to your guts, guys. This is a big deal. So night before last, I don't even remember. I think it was last night. I'm sitting on the couch. Eve and I are having like a very, very serious conversation. And like we were taking a break because it was like a hard conversation to have. And I look at my phone and I went, oh my God. And she went, what? And I was like, Jayden Shaw's going to Gotham. And she said, what? Like, granted, this is like a big life conversation we're having. And then all of a sudden I was like, soccer. Come to find
sports.
Out. Yeah. And then we were both like, oh my God. And it was like, Casey Hutland from Casey's on the Case apparently said, oh my effing God, at like her dinner table. Like anyone who got that alert had a very similar, response. But Jayden Shaw is no longer with North Carolina Courage. She's now with Gotham. Thank God. It's in between when we play both of these teams. So I don't have to worry about that. Jayden Shaw is kind of a phenom. She had a very, very loud and rowdy start to her career in San Diego. Got hurt. Has been with the national team, but still hasn't been playing a lot. She's been hurt. She's been rehabbing. She's been with North Carolina. It's been weird. But in the same way that Gotham seems to be unlocking Jalen Howell, I'm curious if they're also going to be able to unlock Jayden Shaw, and I am worried. But I'm not playing them anymore, and neither is my team. So, woo! We don't have to worry about that when we make the playoffs, if we match up. Yep. So that's a big deal. Angel City is really, really starting to do the things in the sense of Strauss making this his team, players moving positions back to positions they haven't played for a few years. Like, this is very much, you can tell the era I grew up in. Like, it's a get messy, make mistakes, Miss Frizzle of it all. Like, you have to do weird shit in order to get the results sometimes. And we all bought into this. The team, the fans, everybody said, okay, yeah, let's do it. We're in the muck right now of like We have it, we don't. We have it, we don't. The players are working their asses off. That's obvious.
Yeah.
The least we can do as a fan base is to continue to believe in their hard work. The coaching is there. The system is there. But that adjustment period is still happening. And the fact that Strauss is willing and the players are willing to move positions and pick up positions like with MA. She hasn't been a forward for almost a decade. It's going to take her a minute. And when you have a game like this one against Gotham where the ball isn't even getting to a forward, like, what is she supposed to do?
Yeah.
What are your forwards supposed to do if they're not getting the ball?
It's like if your forwards aren't getting the ball, there's really no chance for you to score. But also, if the ball's getting through your defense, you can't really blame it on the goalie either.
Exactly. Like there's so much, but there's so much good that's happening. There's so much good we're still seeing, even in the funkiness. I'm going to touch on it a little bit later, but like having Macy Hodge out on card accumulation was apparent. And that, like we talked about her earlier in the season of just like, she's got to get her legs underneath her. She got them. And then she accrued some cards along the way. And now
she was finding herself.
Sometimes you lash out. It's okay. I get it. I understand. I've been in my 20s too. Like you lash out when you're going through shit. But
yeah, I mean, we've, as we were saying, like we've all been in the, we're all going along for this ride, whether or not people are fully bought into it.
Yeah.
This is the most long-term thing we've really looked at. Again, it's the same issue that Tweed had.
Yeah.
With the team being like, look, she wanted to play a certain style, but she inherited what she inherited, and there really wasn't much to move from there.
Yeah, and so, it didn't feel like at the time she was allowed to make those moves the way Strauss is being allowed to make those moves. Like Strauss and Parsons have a different vibe happening than Becky and whoever was above that.
Yeah, and there's a different vibe between them, but it's also there's a agreed upon strategy on how to move forward, and they're putting that in the best way they can. And we've talked about like there's been points on this podcast that we've talked about like, all right, well, it kind of looks like we're kind of in a rebuilding year and we're really not expecting much out of this. Then we start seeing some really good progress and we're like, we're in. We're going all the way. Yeah. And then this happens again and we're like, well,
but that's sports.
Like, yeah.
I've watched sports my whole life, like almost 40 years worth of being a fan. This shit's hard. It's not for the weak.
Yeah.
We all know that.
We're in, we're out. We're in, we're out. It's fine. It's fine. That's exactly how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So,
and we're working out the kinks. It's all right.
The great thing is that we're not out of it yet. We're still not. Permutation Primo will let you know when we're shit out of luck. That's literally what my calculator says. When you have no more chance, it says you're shit out of luck.
Shit out of luck. You're SOL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one other thing. So the running joke for Mario and I is that the episodes go live at like 7 or 8 a.m. I never remember which one it is. Within an hour, there is usually breaking news. I still believe tomorrow when this goes live, like if you're listening to this right now, start your clock. It's going to happen. There's more coming. But today, I'll talk about this in a little bit, but I just want to make it known Nealy Martin is coming to Angel City. Goalkeeper Nealy Martin is coming to Angel City.
Okay. Okay. Wait.
Nope. We'll talk about it later. You got to hold that in because I don't think you remember this. But, oh my God, I'm so excited for this. But we're going to talk about the Courage. I'm going to be an adult and stick to the script a little bit. That's what I'm supposed to do. So, North Carolina has a very storied history of being a very good team. They've won the Shield. They've won multiple things. They are very, very good historically. They're having a weird ass year. We talked about it when we played them last time at BMO. We talked about it a few weeks back when they just randomly fired Sean Nahas. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows how. Nobody knows what's going on. It's weird. And now Jayden Shaw's out. It's some funky is happening in North Carolina. I don't know what it is. And apparently it's none of my business. But there is still a very, very, very good, solid, established team in the Courage. And one of those players is Kaleigh Kurtz. She's a center back, number 3. This story I'm about to tell you is insane. I was looking up stuff for notes tonight, and I read it to Eva off Wikipedia, and she went, "What? You're talking about that, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." So she's a non-roster invitee. She'd been playing overseas, comes in as an NRI, gets signed. 2022, she's playing, gets Iron Woman, plays the whole damn season. Cool. 2023, repeats it. So she stays healthy. So 2024 season starts, right? She comes in early in the season in May, like late May, she breaks the regular season consecutive minutes record. So consecutive minutes played, she breaks that record because she played for 2 seasons straight, plus some in this third year in 2024. So this is over 6,500 minutes consecutive. And then she's accumulated in the 2024 season, she accumulates 4 yellow cards. That 5th one, she gets suspended, right?
Yeah.
When she accumulates that 4th one, there are 8 games left in the season. So one more card, so it's a 6th card. So one more card means she's getting suspended. Iron Woman out the window. She does not commit a foul in the remaining games. Like, not even a card. She does not commit a foul the rest of the 2024 season and completes another Iron Woman season.
That's insane.
So that's any
3
indication of the type of player she is. Damn, girl. Good job. And like, honestly, I hope this gets back to you because it's so freaking cool. This is so unheard of because 1, she stayed healthy. 2, she understood clock management, time management, like stress management in her body to be able to work through an entire soccer season, which each of those seasons got longer also. Like, remember, 2022 is the expansion year with Angel City and San Diego. 2023 is Bay FC. 2024 is Utah. And now next season, there's more teams. The season after that, there's more teams. So, like, this isn't just like she's playing 14 games. She's playing consecutively more games, which is insane. But yeah, Kaleigh Kurtz, she's going to be in your face. She's going to stop the ball. She's very, very good. She ended up scoring an equalizer in the end of early this year. Yeah. And it was the first win of their season this year. So like, she knows how to perform. She knows when she needs to come in clutch. Let's not let her do that. Do that on your own time against another team, but not on Saturday. Thank you. So yeah, she's real good. Don't do it. Don't do it on Saturday. Just don't. Please no. Let us have our way. Politely, please and thank you.
We asked this of every team and nobody's listening.
Nobody listens.
Yet, so
nobody is nice to us, but you know, I'll do what I can. If you don't, like, the worst thing somebody can say is no. So far, everybody has said no indirectly, but I'll deal with it. Then we move to Brianna Pinto in the midfield, number 8. She was the 3rd overall pick. I keep hitting my microphone. I'm sorry. 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, coming out of UNC. So she also comes from a family of Tar Heels. Parents met at UNC. Her dad played soccer, I think. Her mom played softball. Like, that family is athletic. Both of her brothers play soccer. Like, that family plays sports at a very high level. Her brother's in the MLS. Her other brother was in the USL. I don't know if he's still playing. I didn't dive into that. Again, I don't watch men's soccer.
Men's sports.
Yeah, I watch some, just not soccer. But the cool thing is, so she was drafted by Gotham, and then the next in 2021, and then in 2022 she moved to North Carolina. In last season, so 2023, no, because that's when Carolyn got hurt. Carolyn got hurt, tore ACL. Nahas moves Brianna Pinto into the 9. So like into the playmaking position from a midfielder more towards a forward position. She ends up scoring 12 goals. Not all last season. She had some before, but like she has now scored 12 goals with North Carolina over the course of a few seasons when that was not her primary position. It's a lot.
What's the sauce to get these players to, when you put a player in a new position that they're not used to, maybe, and then just have them perform? Also, given that didn't happen like right away, that happened over the entire season, so
true.
That's another thing.
True. Very true. But yeah, she's number 8 in the midfield. She's fantastic. Like, she is a very, very good midfielder. She's disruptive to the other team. She's also prolific for her team. And not like she just does one thing, obviously. She can play multiple positions now. But that's Brianna Pinto. I was going to say, like, she's small. I feel like everyone in soccer is not tall.
It's
getting there. It's shifting.
There's a height thing.
Yeah, but it's like,
thing.
It's difficult for me because, like, I was literally watching the WNBA earlier tonight, and these women are like between 5'8" and 6'8". So, like, it's different. Soccer is like up to 5'8". So I actually did what I have tried to do every single week and do a defender, a midfielder, and a forward. I did it. So Payton Linnehan. She's number 15. She's a forward. She went to Penn State, which is Ali Krieger's alma mater. Everybody knows I am an Ali Krieger fan. She's just great. She was drafted. So Payton Linnehan was drafted by Portland in 2024. So like the last draft, which feels like 100 years ago, because Eva and I were there, and even like come the start of the season, it felt very far away. January to March, or essentially April, but still.
I think it felt far away because there was no more like build up to like this event anymore. It was like trades and news was happening over like an extended period of time, which made it feel like so long. But it's like, that's the norm.
Yeah, that's the new norm. But she is part of the last draft class. So her first season in Portland, right? She gets her first start on my birthday. I want to make this known. This is done on my birthday, May 1st. She scores 90 seconds into the game. And then she assisted a Sophia Smith goal later in the game. Sophia Wilson now. But she is very crafty on the ball, obviously. She had 2 hat tricks in college. She was the most outstanding offensive player in the Big Ten in 2019. Like, it's there. It's starting to click. And especially now in her role with North Carolina, she's more pronounced. They work the ball to her. You know, it's one of those things where she subbed in over the weekend, so I'm not sure if she's starting in North Carolina or not. But again, they're all kind of put in a blender as well. They have an interim head coach. Something's funky. So who knows if she starts? Who knows if she comes off the bench? Not me. But that doesn't negate her talent. And either way, we need to mark her because I don't want her to score. That's all. She's very good. All 3 of these women are very good at what they do. Don't let them be. My biggest lesson in sport, don't let the other team do what they're good at. And that's how you win. That's all. And
I mean, beyond us needing to win for our own selfish reasons of climbing the ladder, North Carolina is right on our tail.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got to do this, guys. Please. Okay, so now, Angel City.
Okay, so who are you going to start with?
I'm going to start with Nealy Martin because I can't not.
Okay. Before you go off, I'll let you go uninterrupted. Being the casual and the new guy to a lot of this, you all were screaming about a goalkeeper. And
I'll get
and
there.
then I looked it up. Then I was like, oh, okay, what? Okay, but I was like, why did we just sign another goalkeeper? And then you were saying defensive, and I was like, okay, so goalkeeper that also plays like in the
no,
like, I don't.
I'll get there.
Is this a Shohei thing? Like, what are we doing here? Okay.
So
all right. I was so
Nealy
confused
Martin
this morning.
Is a steadfast midfielder. On the defensive side, she's very steady in the midfield. She's very good at closing out games, very good at being the steady, calm, occasionally will throw a little elbow here or there to get the point across midfielder. In the article that came out that Jenna Tinelli put out with Sports Illustrated about this move, Nealy basically said, this is a calculated risk. This is a chance I'm taking to better myself as a leader, as a player, because when you're in a system your whole career, are you really that good? Are you really that good in that system? This also is what I think is going on with Alyssa. She is very much an LA girl. You know, like, you grow up here. Okay. Like, you go somewhere else and you come back home. This is like the last thing I'm going to say about the Alyssa trade. Also, if you are going to give me millions of dollars and I'm 21, I don't care. Send me wherever the hell I need to go. Go be rich and excited in the UK. Please go have fun. Go live your life. Go learn more about yourself, because so much of your early 20s is learning about yourself. A lot of these players did this in college, did this overseas. She came straight into the league. Give her time to explore herself. She will only get better. Same thing, different situation with Nealy Martin.
Yeah. She's coming to us with an $85 million transfer fee.
85,000, not 85 million. Imagine we were doing $85 million trades in the NWSL. Jesus. 85 million.
It's 85,000. Sorry. I'm just going to leave all that in too.
Imagine that day. Oh my God. Money makes no sense.
Okay. Sorry. So an $85,000 transfer fee, interleague. To explain a couple things real quick before I release the knowledge. Transfer fees are a fee paid for the contract. It's not what the player is getting. So we don't know what she's getting paid, but she's, had to be something good enough where she's like, yeah, I'll make this move. Same thing with Alyssa, the 1 point, whatever it landed at, trade is a trade that's being paid to Angel City and then whoever else needs to get paid on that transaction. Although the reports were that her pay was going to be more than what she can conceivably make here because of the salary cap. It's more than one player can make. So either way, go get your bag.
Probably more than one team can make. But we're not going to talk about that tonight.
Yeah, no. But I did have another point that I wanted to make about the transfer. Transfer, we made this big deal about the transfer window being closed. Yeah. That is a transfer window for international players coming into the league. In between the teams and interleague stuff, you can do that all the way up to October 9th, which is roster freeze. And that's the last bit of technical info that you're going to get from me. Please continue.
Okay, so as I was saying, Nealy Martin is talking about wanting to grow as a player, grow as a leader, and she sees this as her opportunity. She's been in the league for a few seasons. She's got winning experience. She's got really good vets to learn from the players she played with in Gotham. I'm very excited to have her on this team. I love Nealy at Gotham. I will love her more in an Angel City kit. I'll tell you that right now. So for those who weren't around a couple seasons ago, we're going to rewind, do the little little like graphic that they did on TV. Gotham and Seattle are in the finals. It's Pino versus Kriegs. It is a match made in sports heaven. Gotham is up 2-1. We're almost in the death. The rain is making a push. Pino's been out. Like, she already tore her Achilles. Kriegs is like, get me off this pitch. My calves are tearing. Like, please rest. I don't want to do this anymore. Gotham is up 2-1. Everything is trending Gotham, and then all of a sudden Seattle starts making a run. And then Gotham's keeper, who I don't remember who it was at the time, but it wasn't on Katrinberger yet. She came in after that. Their keeper touches, like she does something at the edge of the box that earns her a red card.
Look above us. I'll put the video in there, but keep talking.
So like nobody knows what happens, but the referee calls it and everybody's like, what the heck? Nobody touched anybody. Nobody's screaming. Like what? Nobody knows what's going on. Either team, the broadcast, people in the stadium, everyone is in the dark. All of a sudden they start talking about it on the TV. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because what happens is that one of the players on the pitch has to take over in the box. I think you can sub in the second half. Like, you know, like if it's in the first half, there's some, I don't remember. But there's only like maybe 6 minutes left in this game. The only player on Gotham with keeper experience in their career is the Nealy Martin. She runs over to the sideline, throws on a keeper kit, throws gloves on, has like a messy ponytail, and gets in the box. And she holds them scoreless, and Gotham wins the championship. And she's perfect in her goalkeeping career. And that's why Nealy Martin brings exceptional goalkeeping experience and depth to any team she's on. The end. The end. That's it. And like I just posted it on my Instagram story tonight of like, goalkeeper Nealy Martin will never be forgotten. Like, it is some of the best NWSL lore.
So confused.
It was so confusing.
It was so confused.
Nobody knew what was going on, and then all of a sudden Nealy has on a keeper kit and gloves, and she's just like, "Okay, like let's do this."
So once I saw the clips, I was like, "Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the insane finish to this game." But when you guys were talking about it, I was so confused. I was so confused for half the day because nobody clarified.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. I mean, and I didn't ask. I didn't be like, what do you mean another keeper?
This is Mario being like the exceptional example of a human, as if you don't know something that everybody else is talking about. You can just look it up. You can just find out. And then come back to the conversation and be like, ha ha ha, guys, you're funny. Like, but I'm very excited to have her experience on the team, especially because this is a team that's looking to turn things around. You want players who know how to do that. Nealy was on the team when Gotham was in the gutters, and she was on the team when they were at the top. It takes a big mental game to do that. And that's not always something that's easy to learn on your own. So, yay. She'll be wearing number 14. It is a beloved number in Angel City history, and it's depressing what has happened to players who have worn that number, so please redeem it and stay here for a long time. Thank you. That's my pitch to Nealy Martin. We love you. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. So is literally everyone except for Gotham's fans, but that's not my problem. And then the Macy Hodgepodge, as she's called in the Discord by some folks. Hodgy Podgy, like Hodgy. There is a grab bag of nicknames for her now. We literally have additional merch because of her. I love her. She's wonderful. The impact she has in the midfield became glaringly clear in the game against Gotham. And whether Neaus or Macy is the one to start, one of them needs to be able to sub in to help them finish or play in tandem, because both of them are exceptional, but only having access to one is detrimental to the greater team. So I'm very happy she's back. I'm very happy she'll be back in the lineup. She's another steady force in the midfield, especially for being such a young player. Like, for being a rookie, she's very calm and very steady. And sometimes she looks frantic, but sometimes the midfield is frantic and she's just responding to the environment.
Yeah.
But I hope as she matures on the pitch in the big leagues that she tightens up her play so she can rein in the fouls a little bit so she can stay on the pitch. Mostly I just want her to do it so she can play more and not risk card accumulation or having to like worry about good behavior, whatever weird rule. Yeah. But number 8, she's wonderful. Macy Hodge, I'm excited to see you back in the lineup. Whether you're starting or coming off the bench, I don't care. As long as you play. Yeah. I would love Mai and Macy together in the midfield. I don't know who I would sub out yet for that, but it'll be good. Like the two of them and Nealy Martin, I'm okay with that. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm fine. That's the thank you, Mark Parsons and Alex Strauss, for bringing in Nealy Martin. Very excited. And then last but certainly not least, Sveindís Jónsdóttir. We keep talking about her because she's so fun to talk about. The way she is knocking on the door of a goal. It's going to happen this weekend.
So close.
It's going to happen.
And the skill, you can see the skill there. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's that last little finishing move, that last oomph. And, we saw a little bit of a drought like that with Alyssa. Mm-hmm. And we saw, and immediately that once she kind of figured whatever mojo
once the door unlocks, once the assist is made, once the goal goes into the net, it's going to be lights out. And I know it's coming. I fully believe she scores this weekend. After Gotham, my ass would be like up in the goalie's face being like, I'm kicking the ball right now. You cannot stop me. Like I would hurt people's feelings. She has hit every single part of a crossbar of, like every part of the goal, but the inside. It's coming. And she's had such a big impact on the offense because very quickly she started drawing defenders to allow other people to open up. And that's super huge. And is she scoring yet? No. But the second she starts scoring, that's fine. Because all that's going to do, if she's scoring, it's going to open up Riley and June and Kennedy Fuller and Kristen Press and whomever else we have on the pitch at the moment. And all that's going to do is create more chaos for our opposing defenders. And I'm here for it. She has a nose for the goal. She just needs to lock in the finishing. And I'm 100% positive they're working on that. Like, you can't tell me they're not.
Oh, no.
I've played too many sports. I haven't played soccer, but it's not that different.
She's right there. She's right there. And we know that the skill, and we can see that the skill is there. We can see the soccer IQ is there.
There was one, I don't know how it didn't go in the first half. I don't know how it didn't go in the goal. It just was like, no, there's a force field. That's what I'm banking on.
And part of this can definitely just be, it's a different league.
Yeah.
It's a different play style. And, whether players that come into the league find it easier or harder, or also, one of the big things with American soccer is the travel.
Yeah.
Traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast to play. It's a big travel schedule.
And I'm grateful that the team stayed on the East Coast this week. They've been back east all week, which is going to be very beneficial. No point in flying back from New York all the way to fly to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No. So we're manifesting this goal.
For sure.
It's there.
It's happening.
Just needs to tap in.
I'm going to be excited. We're going to be driving to Highland Park for me to get this tattoo, just streaming the game. And then it's going to be like, wah! And then I'm going to get there and be like, who needs coffee? I have soccer. And then it'll be fine. So between us and North Carolina, we have played 7 matches. So this will be the 8th match. We have won 3 times, drawn twice, lost twice. We're going to hit 4 wins. 4 wins against North Carolina on Saturday. Sveindís goal. Sveindís, excuse me. And, I don't know if Nealy's going to play, but I'm assuming she's been with the team since Sunday. She probably just packed her shit and got on the bus. Okay, bye, guys. So I don't know if she'll end up playing. Either way, she'll be with the team, and she's a good soccer brain. And, I'm very excited for this match. Very excited to see us trend up again. So go Angel City.
Let's just hope for no weather delays on this one.
Oh my God, please no.
with that being said, that was our match preview. The match is going to be on Saturday, September 13th against the North Carolina Courage at First Horizon Stadium. It's a 9:30 a.m. match for us, so it's brunch time. It's going to be on CBS and Paramount Plus, or listen to it on iHeartRadio. Listen to Isaac and Tracy. They're dope. They're amazing. Great insight, super energetic, play-by-play. So do it if you have the ability to. And like we mentioned, brunch match, 9:30 a.m. The one place that I know of so far right now is Watch Me in Long Beach. And I believe you said Untamed Spirits might be open at that time too.
They normally open at 11, but they're opening early at 10 a.m. Oh, no. Saturday, they're opening at 9 for Angel City. Okay. So you've got Watch Me and you've got Untamed Spirits in Silver Lake.
Yep, and there you go. You have somewhere to go brunch and watch the game.
And if you're at just a regular restaurant and they have a TV, just tell them to turn on CBS Channel 2 in LA.
Yeah, Channel 2. Look, bring rabbit ears for them. Like, you just rabbit ear the thing.
just screen mirror it, from your phone, tap into their Apple TV and mess with them. Do what you gotta do.
All right. Well, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening. If you've lasted this long, you probably do. Check out casualfc.com for all of the pod links for all of the platforms that you may ever want to think about. We're also on YouTube, so check us out there. Follow us on our socials at casualfcpod, on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, and on Blue Sky, we are casualfc.com, because we fancy like that. Join us on the Discord. Really easy if you can't find the link in our socials, because I think it might not be everywhere as consistently as I think it is. So if you find it, cool. If you don't, just DM us and we'll send it to you. It's a pretty easy link to join. We have fun in the Discord. There's a lot of conversation. There was a lot of news that happened recently. So much. A lot of back and forth. Me being confused about having another fourth goalie. Like it's all good stuff. And then help support the pod. There's a couple different ways you can always do it. You can share, like, comment. It's the best way to help us with the engagement and get it to other people that, might have the same interest that you do. And do that on everywhere, wherever you're listening. Spotify, Apple, do it on Instagram, on Threads, on TikTok, wherever you see our stuff.
And to everybody who's followed in the last couple of weeks, we've had like an influx of new followers on multiple different platforms. Hi, welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
All my TikTok clips and reels and all of that are working finally.
Finally. We're no longer shadow banned on TikTok.
Grab some merch. We have a bunch of merch. We have Macy Hodge merch. And that is available at shop.casualfc.com. And if you don't feel like buying anything from our shop, but you still want to help us out, you can always help us out by buying us a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod. If you haven't heard about it, it's basically kind of like a Patreon type of thing, but we don't do enough content to do a Patreon. We don't have anything behind a paywall or anything like that. So it's really just throwing a couple bucks towards our way. Essentially. Tip jar, yes. That's a good way to put it. And as always, the best thing that you can do with any one of those options is tell a friend about the pod. Someone else who's an Angel City fan, someone else who is looking to get into Angel City. We have episodes. Go look at our YouTube or our podcast page, and we have episodes on intro to all the Angel City players and intro to soccer in general too. So all of that, just tell a friend.
For your beginner soccer needs
and your advanced soccer needs too. But tell a friend about the pod. It brings us good luck. We package that good luck and we send it along. And like we said, they dole it out the best they can. So, but the more you give us, the more we send over. So with that being said, enjoy brunch. And let's hope for that win.
Woo, go Angel City. Bye.
And if you don't want to necessarily buy some merch, but you do want to help us and support the pod, you can always go to blah, blah, blah. You can always go to buy us a coffee. No, buy me a coffee. Damn it. Okay, rewind. It's not like we, again, haven't been doing this for 100-something episodes.
I know.
All right.